Hello again. Today we're going to see how to perform a local backup. For that purpose we have chosen a virtual machine named WS2012, which, as the name describes, is a Windows Server virtual machine, and we're going to back it up to a repository that we are setting in a data store called Backup 4. The virtual machine that we're backing up is 100 gigabytes in size. That's the nominal size of the virtual hard disk where it is installed to, and it contains roughly 8 gigabytes of data. We have shortened the video so that you don't have to wait 12 minutes that it takes to back up this virtual machine for the first time. As you can see, this simple backup just takes 3 arguments. The action, which is backup, plus the virtual machines that we are willing to back up. In this case, it's just one, WS2012. And the third argument, which is the path to the repository that we want to store the backup to. Although you could use some BMFS6 file system to store your repositories, we recommend that you use ext4 or XFS file systems. We have benchmarked them and found them to be much faster than BMFS6 when it comes to store zillions of small files. BMFS5, on the other side, only allows 130,000 inodes. That's why it's useless to store the duplicated data. You could probably still fit some good amount of data in BMFS5 by using a bigger block size, like 50 megabytes. In any case, we don't recommend that you force things so much. Next, we are going to back up the very same virtual machine to the very same repository that we set on our first backup. By doing so, we will generate a second restore point. It's worth mentioning that second and subsequent backups will be much faster, as most of the blocks will already be present at the repository and thus they won't need to be copied again. We are using default values for some arguments like compression or block size. The default block size is 1 megabyte and compression is enabled by default. This second chunk of video, corresponding to the second pass backup on this 100 gigabyte virtual machine, is presented in real time. And as you can see, this second pass backup takes barely 1 minute. In our lab, we use pretty outdated hardware. This is an old i5 with 16 gigabytes of RAM on the ESXi host. If your hardware is faster, you should expect faster backups too.